EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the season opening event, the Wisconsin Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the very top at 9 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer with some work to do as we have seen some low numbers already in this first round. Oh, that needed a kick, but that will end up in the short grass here to start things out. What an exciting time, our featured golfer beginning the professional journey, the Korn Ferry Tour. It's a good time to bring in our friend Nota Begay III, 4 times a winner on the PGA Tour, and cut his teeth on this very circuit. Nota, what do you remember about that time? And I have a sneaking suspicion one round in particular is going to pop into your mind.
Well, Rich, it's a great memory for me. Shot the first 59 in the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, which is a huge positive memory in my mind. And what it did tell me in terms of my career and what it meant moving forward was the fact that you have to go out and you have to be aggressive. You have to make birdies and you have to shoot low scores. There's no laying up on the Korn Ferry Tour if you want to take that next big step to the big show.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at level par. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
Ferry, that's a tough breeze to allow from, coming from the right. Did an excellent job of adjusting for that breeze, and tee shot finishes up in the fairway.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in two.
Be pleased with that one. On and two, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Knocked this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with two superb shots to this point. Yes, a great putt there. It's an eagle here at the second to move him to 2 under par. We come now to the first par 3 at Whistling Straits, 188-yard third. Best to favor the right side of this massive green to avoid Lake Michigan and those deep bunkers and dunes on the left.
Well, this is straight at it. It's a really good line.
We had real chance here to get on a run. The eagle on the previous hole and now stuffs it inside of 10 feet. Look out. Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. Frank, this is a big hole right here. The fourth, it is almost 500 yards, par 4.
And you can see the bunkers and the mounding down the right side. Believe it or not, that's actually where you should aim your tee shot and just let the contours move that ball towards the middle of the fairway.
Oh, that's not going to be good. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And we just didn't need to make this fourth hole at Whistling Straits any harder, but nonetheless, down the left-hand side we are, and that makes the second shot, well, it's a big ask to find the green.
Frank, it wasn't the sexiest shot, but it was an important one. How was he able to extricate himself from that heavy rough with a middle iron?
I don't know, Rich. Maybe we've got a new contestant for Mr. Universe, because it takes some muscle to get it out of that thick stuff, especially when you don't have that much loft. A 5-iron, that's a dodgy call.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to save bogey. 8-foot putt here. Nicely judged, though. It's 4-5 here at the par 3. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Here at Whistling Straits, and they call this hole Snake. Frank, how do you avoid getting bitten by it?
Well, if you go left, there's water. If you go right, there's water. This hole is anything other than straight, so it suits its name. Somehow find the fairway. Best way to play this is treat it as a 3-shotter.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. This one moving left here for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. On to the 6th now, not overly long at 409 yards. You can see by the flyover, bunkers are seemingly everywhere. It might sound like a bit of a broken record, but finding the fairway here is crucial, as it should set up just a wedge in for the downhill approach. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. From the fairway, Iona, this is 2nd.
And it's a short hole, the 6th here at Whistling Straits, the shortest on the front 9, in fact. To get to this back portion of the green, you have to carry plenty of trouble, but be particularly aware of that deep pot bunker that's nestled in the gremlin's ear.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. Heading now to the picturesque par 3-7, 221 yards along Lake Michigan. Long green, making club selection absolutely crucial, and putting a challenge. Okay, that one's dancing. A look here at birdie.
Just slightly down the hill, this one, but it's going to have a good amount of movement from right to left.
Nah, that's not going to come back enough. That'll stay on the high side. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain at 4 under. this one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them, there are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on this shot?
Well, somehow you've got to thread a long iron in between the bunkers on the left and the bunkers on the right onto a very, very narrow green.
That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. From about 8 feet. Oh, that took a look. I thought it might catch that right edge, but it didn't get there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle to this 9th hole as we close out the front side. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yeah, he's left himself 138 yards to the flag. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. So he'll come at it from the left side of the fairway as he gets set now for his second shot.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. We're now at the 11th hole, and this is a huge par 5. 645 yards, Frank, that's a biggie.
And plus this hole bends to the right, which sort of makes you think that you can hit it down the right side. But if you miss down the right, there's just a multitude of bunkers that'll swallow up that ball, and you're nearly guaranteed to make at least 6.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
That's a high-quality shot right there. Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Oh my, that singes the right edge, but doesn't go down. It happens. He's in that 20% category. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Back to the action here at the 12th. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. This now for birdie at 12.
And this putt's going to want to go left all day long. It's back up the slope as well.
This from 7 feet. steps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. Thirteenth hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtfully you'd ever get a good lie if you missed this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left.
That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Nope. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain right where he is. Now the par 4 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there.
This starting toward the right side.
Well, I would have thought that wind would have kept blowing the ball towards the fairway. Just finds that first cut.
From just off the fairway, Iona, second shot coming up.
132 yards left to the flag and the pin right at the back.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. 14 feet to the hole. Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay at 5 under. Well, you're licking your chops here at the 16th. It's only 568 yards, this par 5, clearly reachable in 2. But you can also let this hole get away from you because of all those dunes and bunkers that can become a real headache if you're off target. What a good shot that is. Home in 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
That one just lacking a little bit of pace, but not bad at all from there. Now this for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, Dan, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17, and he'll remain at 6 under par. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right. just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in. So chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Oh, that is a beauty in for birdie here at the last. And that will go in the books as an opening round 65. Outstanding. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift come moving day.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.